Turning Point USA has finally had enough of Candace Owens' crap, and they called her out last night saying, "Come debate me, bro." Let's get into it.
We plan to walk through everything carefully and thoroughly. If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix. At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court.
For those new to the channel and following the discourse on the Candace Owens situation, my name is Casey. I've been a therapist for more than 13 years, a husband, a father, and a very concerned conservative citizen. If you can promote with me a future of faith, fatherhood, and freedom in America, please like and share and subscribe. Comment what you feel, think, or hear about the Candace Owens situation. Let's get into it.
Neither is the case. Our silence has never been, and it will never be, equal to complacency or approval. Still, we decided Charlie would not allow this to go on. Charlie was not a coward. Charlie was a fighter. Charlie would not allow someone to spread lies about the people closest to him with impunity, and he would feel ashamed if other people were stepping up to defend his friends while he never did so himself.
She finally boiled over, and Turning Point USA responded yesterday, Blake Neff on Charlie Kirk's show, stating, and this is what probably pushed it over, is Candace Owens said that if you have donated to Turning Point at any point, you should ask for a refund because their organization is complicit in the murder of their founder and leader, Charlie Kirk.
We were holding out hope that she would return that friendship and stop what she was doing. But a week from now, it's going to be 3 months since Charlie's murder. Candace has not changed her behavior. She has continued to spread falsehoods about Charlie's friends, and she continues to concoct new ones about new people. She's using these falsehoods to enrich herself while dividing the conservative movement at an absolutely critical time for this country. And far too often, we here have heard from ordinary people, people who loved Charlie and who Charlie loved so much in return. These people have expressed the worry that we are staying silent out of cowardice or as some sort of tacit admission that some of the attacks are true.
In the interest of not destroying their organization and not allowing this grifter to take money out of the coffers of what Charlie worked so hard to build, Blake said they are going to refute each of her points, including the underground tunnels and the Egyptian airlines and all of the other ways that Candace has hypothesized about the murder of Charlie Kirk, and that they invited her on their show to do it in person.
First, we thought that her prevarications were so absurd that nobody would believe them. We shouldn't have to answer questions about secret tunnels or Egyptian Air Force planes. That sort of thing is just, it's beneath contempt to respond to. The second reason we've said so little, though, is because there's a good rule of thumb, which Charlie followed. Do not feed the trolls. Focus on the mission. Reviving America, uplifting young people, making heaven crowded. Don't give air to people who want to tear you down and sow discord. Lastly, we didn't respond because Charlie always viewed Candace as a friend.
Candace Owens has continually said that the ball is in Turning Point's court and it's up to them to now refute the claims. Well, if you make a claim, you are the one who has the burden of proof on you. So they pushed the ball back in her court and said, Candace, come on the show and tell us where exactly these claims are leading. But the most disgusting thing is, and this is what's pissing me off, is Candace Owens has gained millions of followers and made millions of dollars with each new hypothesis that she puts out there about Charlie Kirk, having never brought the receipts. She blamed soccer teams, she blamed Egyptian Airlines, she blamed Erica, and now she said, ask for your refund from Turning Point USA. I am a donor to TPUSA. I was before the election. I was for years now. And it's one thing to make money off of the monetization of making stories about the death of Charlie Kirk. Obviously, that's well within her rights. But when she begins to say that you should ask for a refund from the organization that he built, it is obscene that she would take advantage of her friend and then try to discredit and defund his organization. Big thumbs down to Candace Owens, and there are so many people on the right that are now coming out in support of TPUSA, but this is a great way to lose the followers, the elections, and split the right, and she is finding her niche and very cynically doing it for her own purposes. It's gross, and I pray that honestly she goes on TPUSA's show, but she will find another way to make this a manipulation and try to make herself the victim. And she has said that there are threats against her life. That is very typical of a large creator on the right-hand space. And so I believe her in that. And I would never wish harm on her. But she is directly harming the organization of someone she called a friend, and quite frankly, the only person who had united the right. So let's follow this story, follow TPUSA, and I would hazard a guess to say that they're going to lose a lot of donations in the next several weeks because of what Candace has said. So I would encourage anyone who cares about conservatism and where we go from here to donate to TPUSA, because the framework that Charlie built, although he's the leader and the voice of it, does not necessitate that he would be here in order for it to be useful and fruitful for a future of faith, fatherhood, and freedom in America. So please reach out and donate to TPUSA so that my children can live in a tomorrow where the Candace Owenses of the world will not be grifting from the right-hand movement. If you can get behind that at all, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate your support.